now in Kilayim, Perek Daled Mishnah Gimel. Perek Daled Mishnah Gimel in Kilayim. In our last Mishnah, in Mishnah Bet, we talked about Mechol HaKerem. We learned that Mechol HaKerem, according to this opinion, according to the Mishnah, was the area between the Kerem and the fence. The area between the Kerem and the Gader. That's what we learned what Mechol HaKerem was. So, yeah, here we are. This is Mechol HaKerem and not Karach HaKerem. Let me stop one second. Here we go. Here's the nightmare that is Mechol HaKerem, where everything is, you have this empty space up against the wall, and you have the 4 amot, etc., etc. Okay. So, but that's only, we now learn in our Mishnah that that was only according to the opinion of the Tanakama, the position of the Tanakama in Mishnah Bet. Rabbi Yehuda comes and argues. Rabbi Yehuda says, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Ein ze ela geder hakerem. That which we said originally, that when there's a bald spot at the edge of a kerem, near the gader, near the wall, that's geder hakerem. That's called geder hakerem. And the geder hakerem, so, and ve'ezehi mechol hakerem. But what would I say is mechol hakerem? Bein shnei hakramim. If you have an area between 2 kramim, if I have a kerem and then another one, so in that case, like we learned before, then mechol hakerem, Beit Hillel would say, would you need 12 amot? But the Bartenura says, geder hakerem, he says, makom shebein geder the kerem, geder hakerem hukari, it's called geder kerem. How much space do you need? V'afilu ein sham ela 6 amot. You don't need 12 amot. You only need 6 amot. Machik 4 amot v'zorea tamutar. All you need is 4 amot, and then you can plant the rest. So according to the Rabbi Yehuda, in this case, this would be considered geder hakerem, and then you could start. All you need is 6 amot. You wouldn't need the whole 12 amot. All you need is 6 amot, and if it's this much, you can plant even over here. We'll leave that. That's Rabbi Yehuda's position. But mechol hakerem, between 2 kramim, then he would agree you need 4 on each side, 4 between each kerem, and 4 on each kerem, and then you can plant in between them. Some other species like wheat or whatever you want. Now the Bartenura says an interesting point. Says the Yerushalmi, they proved the lo amar Rabbi Yehuda eze mechol hakerem bein shnei hakramim. Rabbi Yehuda only said this idea of mechol hakerem ella, little literary device, lo amar ella. He did not say except. I mean, he only said not plus except is only. Kagon she'en shirot hakramim shavot zu lazo. The rows of the kramim do not match up. In that case, he would say it's a mechol hakerem. On one side is going east-west, and the other side is going north-south. Okay? So that's Rabbi Yehuda's opinion. Only in that case would that be a mechol hakerem? Because otherwise, if they're mechuvanim, if they were one to the other, he said that would be like a karachat hakerem. That's the Yerushalmi's position in Rabbi Yehuda. Nonetheless, Rabbi Yehuda says that what we said before of next to the gader is not mechol hakerem, that's gader hakerem, and mechol hakerem is the area between 2 kramim. Now the Mishnah is going to talk about once we're talking about a gader, the Mishnah says, Ezehu gader, what would be considered a gader, what's a kosher fence? Shu gavoa 10 tvachim, any fence that's 10 tvachim high. Okay? V'charitz, and what would be considered a charitz, a ditch, that's also considered a separation, that if I wanted to plant seeds on the other side, if I have my kerem here, and I have a gader, a wall here, so I can plant right up to this area, I can plant, right over here, I can plant wheat, I can plant whatever I want. Since there's a gader, it distinguishes between the kerem and what's on the other side. So that's a 10 tvachim. The charitz, what's considered a charitz, a ditch, that would be a hefsek for Kilayim. Shu amok 10 v'rachav 4. It's 4 tvachim wide and 10 tvachim deep. That would be considered a ditch. That would be considered a hefsek for the purposes of Kilayim. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to contact me. I got a great email from someone who's learning in America, and I really appreciate your emails. If you have any comments or questions, rspolter@gmail.com. And otherwise, not otherwise, and we'd like to dedicate the learning as always to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.